Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I am David Smith, and this is my associate, Christopher Powell.
I was telling him that, we kind of dive into some more serious topics, just about the journey and about some of the obstacles that you run into, and the fact that this is a lifelong journey that we're on. And these are, when we tackle some of these obstacles, real life still happens around them. And so, you might be on cloud 9 for a while and you might be cranking, but at the same time, it's still sometimes easy to fall back into some pitfalls. So
It is.
I'm really excited about this show because it kind of touches upon just the real life aspect of everything that you've gone through in your transformation. And of course it's cool because we get to work with a lot of other people on this show too, so you get to see some other transformations and some other journeys that are going through, and actually maybe some of the journeys that you're going to be seeing are a little bit closer to your life. So it'll be really cool. And of course we get to work with the kids, which is really what this is all about. So we had a blast with those kids and they were awesome. So anyway, just want to say hi to the Odyssey School out in Buckeye. You guys rocked. But so things are going good. And actually it's funny because Dee and I, we've lived together for over a year now, and of course we've known each other. We've been friends for over 6 years, and even at that, sometimes it takes the camera crews around to really pull the truth out of us. It's funny because we've had more deep conversations in the last week than we have in the last 6 or 7 months, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Go over a lot of topics. And
you've cried a few times.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens too.
Yeah. It's so incredible having them here because there's something about it that just allows you to kind of open up and you peel back these layers and you just kind of let yourself out and how you really feel about a lot of different things. And so I think it's actually helped out a lot.
Yeah.
And I got a whole new appreciation for you, brother.
I can't believe you called me all those names.
Yeah, right.
You.
No, it's been awesome, and so is the crew. So
yeah, we're gonna play. When you guys see it, they'll probably play a whole bunch of cheesy music, and you probably shed a chair and be like, yeah.
No, it'll be cool. It'll be really cool.
It is. So we're the coolest guys we know. Come on.
Come on. Tune in late November, early December. We'll let you guys know as the date gets closer, so you can be sure to watch.
We'll post it everywhere probably.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we've actually gotten quite a few peeps on the production side of things actually started on their own nutrition lifestyle. So they're kind of getting used to how to be eating the right way. And so we're actually getting a lot of questions from them. And so that instead of going after the emails, we actually wanted to tackle a few of the questions that we're getting from some of the peeps that we're working with for the show.
Yes. And they are carb cycling, of course. And one of their questions are, at the end of the night, it seems that I cannot put down my last meal of the day. Should I just skip it and go to bed, or what should I do?
Okay, and of course this is actually a topic that I can talk a lot about, and I do get really excited about it because
he does, yeah.
I'm all
Calm down.
Yeah, I know.
Calm down.
You can see me getting ready. Okay,
Yes.
Really, I'm all about the manipulation of the human body, and one of the most important things, and especially when you make the transition and you go from these extremely calorie dense junk foods over to real whole nutritious foods, one of the biggest changes that we'll actually start to notice and really to feel is that real whole foods, they've got a lot of bulk and not a lot of calories. So essentially, you have to eat a lot of them in order to get the exact same kind of calorie content that you get in some of these really dense junk foods, these processed foods. So what will happen is that one of the biggest complaints that we get when people kind of dive into the program, and if you're going through it right now, I'm sure you've probably experienced this, especially even for those food addicts, and the people who absolutely love their food and they can eat a lot of it, they still come back and they complain. They say, I can't eat this much food. Well, to be honest with you, if I'm going to get one complaint, that's probably the one that I'm going to like the most, because I would much rather hear, I can't eat that much food than, oh my gosh, I'm starving all the time. So it's definitely one that we like to hear, but keep in mind at the same time, it is difficult to try to get all that food in, and you'll probably find, especially after the first couple meals of the day when you're eating your proteins, your carbohydrates, your veggies, and your fats, shortly afterward, I mean, you wake up, breakfast right away. That timer goes off within 3 hours, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's time to eat again? Yeah, it's time to eat again. And so once again, now you have to push that food in, and there's a lot of bulk and not a lot of calories. So, so then you push that in. And then we're going to tell you, okay, now it's okay to reward yourself. Well, you're so full, you really don't want to reward yourself. Oh yeah, so now I'm going to fill you in on a couple of the secrets, and that's one of the reasons why these rewards, they're so wonderful, because you're already so full. Then you go to reward yourself, you get the taste of what you're really craving, but you're so damn full, you really don't want it anyway. So that's one of the reasons and one of the ways that we can kill those cravings. But you still get the taste, and then you don't want it for a few days after that. But yeah, it is difficult to get the food in, and one of the things I'm going to ask you is that try. It sounds kind of weird, and one of the funniest stories I've actually heard was from a gentleman who's going through the program, and he was at work, and he was on his work break, and he's in the break room, and he's just putting down some food. And this gentleman's overweight. He's about 450 pounds, and one of his office co-workers comes in, and he's like, dude, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be, you know, following this strict nutrition program. He's like, dude, I'm losing weight, man. I'm losing weight. As he's just stuffing his face. And that really is, as crazy as it sounds, that's kind of the mentality you have to get into, is that you literally have to stuff your face to lose weight.
You know, it's like military eating. Don't.
Yeah.
Get it down.
Just get it down as much as you can. Remember, it's a lot of bulk, not a lot of calories.
Lots of bulk.
It is difficult to get some of those foods in, and one of the best transition tools, just to go easy on your stomach, so you're not just extremely full all day long, are protein shakes.
Oh yeah.
That was something that Dee got used to really early.
Yeah,
they're tasty.
Yeah, especially near the end of the day.
Man, yeah, no kidding, because by the time you get your protein in, then it's time to get your carbohydrates or your veggies or your fats. It is tough to get all that bulk. So a whey protein shake, just because it's liquid, and another reason I really like those whey protein shakes first is because you can fill that sucker all the way to the top with water, and so you can actually meet all of your hydration requirements also. You get all that water in with your protein, then you can eat your carbohydrates, your veggies, your fats afterward. But it's fantastic because you get all the water in first, which is going to, number one, assist with digestion. Number two, it's going to hydrate you the way you need to be hydrated. It'll also get you on a regular hydration schedule. So not only will you be on a set nutrition schedule, but you'll be on that hydration schedule as well. So we love whey protein for a lot of different reasons. Yes. Of course, we also like to mix in a little bit of fiber with that, so it's going to keep us on other kinds of schedules.
Yes, some psyllium husk.
Yeah, just fantastic. And also, it doesn't make you overly full, so you can't finish the rest of the foods that you need to finish in order for them to do their nutrition job to get you to lose weight. So just try your best to get those foods down. I know it can be difficult, but power through it. And it sounds a little odd, but keep in mind also, really cool thing, I'm going to talk about this later, but a cool trick of the trade is that your body's actually going to try to reject it for about the first 3 days. It's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But after a while, after about 3 to 4 days, you're actually going to find yourself hungry every 2.5 to 3 hours. So keep this in mind. Mark my words. Remember, doubt me all you want, but experience it. Then come back to us and tell me about this, because it will happen. The human body is an incredible machine, and it runs like clockwork. So you're going to force feed you. Absolutely. It happens like clockwork every single time. Your body's going to reject it at first, and after 3 to 4 days, you're going to find yourself hungry on a regular basis.
Now remember, Chris, I never doubted you.
He never doubted me. Even when things weren't going the way he really wanted, I was like, trust me, trust me, trust me. It's textbook physiology.
I decided to follow your direction.
Well, and look at you. That's why I'm here, bro. That's the support system. That's what we're here for. So just go with the flow. Get used to getting those meals in. After 3 to 4 days, your body's going to get used to it. And as soon as you find yourself hungry every 2.5 to 3 hours, you know that your metabolic clock has been set. So congratulations, you're on the right track. All right, got that out. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you.
Yes.
Mañana.
Hopefully with me, we'll see.
Yeah, no kidding. I know I might be filling in for him, but we'll see. Have a wonderful day, guys.